My name is Tom, and I'm here at the site of the Grand Blanc Farmers Market, and I'm going to be here every week, set up with my cameras, and I'm going to create, I guess, for lack of a better word, the modern 21st century equivalent of the community newspaper. It'll be here on this YouTube channel, Grand Blanc Farmers Market, and you can subscribe to it, and every week you can get updates, and we'll have people come by and stop and chat. I know that one of my next door neighbors is a city councilwoman, Paula Nass, and I'm pretty hopeful that she'll stop by and say hello, and maybe we can get a kind of a thread of information going here. And again, if you've subscribed to the channel, then it'll just come to you automatically. And all the vendors, I hope you subscribe. We're going to have a vendor of the week that we'll highlight, and vendors, you can think of contests that you could have, maybe a drawing perhaps. I don't know the legalities on some of this stuff. We're going to talk to the market manager about that sort of thing, but there's got to be some fun ways that we can incorporate this video and take a look at your booth and take a look at what it is you offer, and encourage the community to come down and share. Every week the town square comes into existence, and for my money, what's missing in America is the sense of community that built this country. We can get together and we can do these things, and we don't need the local media in any regard, because we've got YouTube channels. I've learned how to make YouTube channels. If you'd like me to help you make a YouTube channel for your effort, I'll be glad to do it. I'll be glad to help anybody do anything I can that's going to help all of us, okay? From May till October, the Grand Blanc Farmers Market appears here at least once a week on Sunday, and more recently also on Wednesdays for a couple of hours. I'm from Flint originally. I went to Flint Northern High School, class of '68, red and gray, Vikings. I was on TV for a while in New Orleans in the 1980s between cartoons. A few of my young fans are now grown-ups and have kids of their own, and we communicate with one another on Facebook. It's a lot of fun. I've had a couple of cable access shows. You used to go to the cable access studio and learn how to work the equipment and the control panels to put your cable access show together, and it seems those days are gone, and I've often heard people lament that fact. No more cable access channel. I've been learning a lot about how communities can work together and how they focus on their assets. Communities are built through the assets of the people who live there, not by just pointing out their deficiencies all the time. There's a lot of excitement and potential in the air about what people can do to communicate with one another. Potential that's never ever been here before for the average person. With Nextdoor.com, you can find out that your neighborhood is already a part of a secure social website for your own neighborhood. Go to Nextdoor.com and find out if you're already a member of one of the neighborhoods in the Grand Blanc area or throughout Genesee County. I'm going to be here every week, and we're going to talk about Nextdoor.com, free cycling, the abundant community, and creating time banks. And the fun thing about working like that is that I can talk to somebody one week and explain to them some things, and then we go away and they come back the next week and they tell me the things that have happened in between time, and guess what? We can tell whole stories that continue. We can run for 20 weeks. We can make a TV show. That's right, right here. There used to be the town square, the town crier. That's what will be, the town crier, who puts out the news of the community. So instead of the newspaper and the TV, they only care about what sponsors can pay for, and they only work in the money realm. I'm going to invite you to come and tell the stories of your community and what it's like living here in Genesee County. And I'm going to suggest to you some ideas that we can use to help bring our people together so that we can get some things done, things that don't actually require money. Have you ever heard of a time bank? Have you ever heard of free cycling? Those are the things that we're going to talk about. When people begin conversing, the community springs into existence. The market manager every week is going to pick a vendor of the week, and I am going to go to where the vendor makes their stuff, or however it is that they get to become vendors back in their home area, and we'll take some pictures and then we will promote them, and they'll be in the weekly Vendor of the Week YouTube channel thing that you've just subscribed to. I bet at least you better. Anyway, that's how I feel about that. Please do it now. You know, money's an invention, right? Money stripped away those things that we used to do for one another. We got to find some way to get back to the helping one another part and not include money all the time, because not everybody has money. Maybe you've noticed. And I hope you'll also go to the Genesee Community Communication Network. It's a series of wikis that I've put together that strings together all kinds of information about what's going on in the Genesee County area. Nextdoor.com is free. In a community that can see and hear and communicate with itself is a secure community. In Nextdoor.com, babysitters can find young parents. Young parents can find the babysitters. That match can be made. Personally, in my Grumlaw next door neighborhood, if somebody needs a ride up to the local store and just lets me know about it, it's really not a problem. I'd be really glad to do that. And you can pay me back when you help somebody else. That's kind of the whole idea of community. And inside our next door neighborhoods, we can free cycle. In free cycle, instead of throwing it out in the trash, I tell people that I've got an old computer. Maybe I bought another computer and I've moved up, and this old one is just sitting here. I put it on the next door free cycle group and say, anybody want one? And somebody desperately may be looking for one. Perhaps that person also at the beginning said, I'd like to have a computer right now, and that notifies me that, oh, hey, I've got that one, I didn't know what to do with it. And it keeps it going around, and that's what free cycling can do. I want you to come up with some ideas about some things that we could do. Every week when we come back and you've had some experiences, let's make a list of all those things that people can do in communities for one another. I know I'd like to schedule some juggling dates all around the area so I can see all those kids juggling one time. And don't forget, it's never too late to have a happy childhood, so even the grown-ups can learn how to juggle. I want you to come down to the Grand Blanc Farmers Market every Sunday. We'll play a game, we'll look at some videos, we'll interview people, and we'll have a whole lot of fun. And I hope you come there and be there and help me and help you. And we'll see you then and there, okay? Good. Thank you. This is not easy to do, you know.